Really, PFF? You guys are serious with this. Listen, I understand. We got what, roughly 80 days left, about 2.5 months until we get to really see football again. Everybody's excited for the upcoming season, and we're missing football right now. So we kind of want something to garner our attention. I understand that. But that doesn't mean you have to come out here and put this garbage you did today. See, this is why nobody ever trusts your credibility. You guys aren't credible. You're not objective, and you put out controversial takes like this in order to get clicks. You guys don't care about the facts. You guys do not care. What is this garbage list? This top 50s players list was trash. First of all, I'm not even going to get started on how they ranked Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. I'm going to leave that to Bills Mafia. I'm not even here to talk about that garbage list. I'm here to talk about one player and one play only. My quarterback, Lamar Jackson. You guys really love to just find ways to take shots at the Ravens flock and just piss us off for no reason. Because this is absolutely ridiculous. This just shows the bias you have against him. So you have a top 50s players list, and Lamar Jackson's not on it. Dak Prescott, who played 5 games last year, was on that list, but Lamar Jackson isn't. And you see why nobody takes you guys seriously. You see why you guys aren't credible. Dak Prescott, who played 5 games, was on a top 50 list. But Lamar Jackson, who led his team to the playoffs, despite always suffering, several players on the protocol, Lamar himself suffering from the virus, coming back and winning 5 straight games to get his team to the playoffs. And even took us to the divisional round because he won a playoff game. None of that matters. He's not a top 50 player. But Dak Prescott is. Interesting how that works. So I got a couple stats here in terms of how he performed. I didn't go into all the stats, but here are some of the main stats in terms of how Lamar performed last year. In terms of QBR, he was ranked 7th amongst quarterbacks. In terms of touchdown passes, he was ranked 12th. He had 26 touchdown passes. By the way, his QBR was 73.7. That was ranked 7th amongst quarterbacks. He had 26 touchdown passes, which was tied for 12th with Baker Mayfield, Matthew Stafford, and Matt Ryan. And then in terms of passer rating, he was ranked 11th with 99.3. To go a little bit deeper, in terms of deep ball accuracy, he was ranked 6th among quarterbacks. And in terms of intermediate accuracy, he was ranked 5th. But that's not all. Let's look at him as a rusher. What did he do last year as a rusher? He rushed for over 1,000 yards yet again. He was ranked 9th in rushing yards. 9th. In terms of yards per attempt, he was number 1. In terms of yards per game, he was ranked 13th. And in terms of rushing touchdowns, he was ranked 19th, which was tied with a couple other people. So as a passer, he was within the top 20. As a rusher, he was also within the top 20. Yet, despite that, he doesn't deserve to be a top 50 player. Okay, that makes perfect sense. That makes complete sense. You see what you guys do, man? You see what you guys do? You don't look at the facts here. You don't look at the facts at all. And I don't understand why you guys like to just take these shots at the Ravens flock for no reason. For no reason at all. Clear as day. Clear as day. Top 20 as both a passer and a rusher. This isn't a list for quarterbacks. This is a list for players in terms of impact, in terms of production. He's giving you production that's within the top 20 for both a passer and a rusher, yet he's not on the top 50 list. Dak Prescott, who played 5 games last year, was on the list, but Lamar Jackson doesn't get to make the list. How does that make sense? How does that make sense at all? Please tell me how that makes sense. See, this is why nobody takes you guys seriously. This is why nobody takes you guys seriously. You just do this for clicks, man. You do this for clicks. You do this for entertainment. You guys, you just don't care. You don't care. You just want the clicks. Well, you got the attention today because I'm not the only one that saw that. All of Ravens flock saw that today. I don't understand what specific criteria you guys are looking for to come up with these things. And how big of a scale are you looking for? How can one guy who played 5 games get on your list, but another guy who played 15 games got his team to the postseason and won a playoff game, but he doesn't get to be on the list. What are you guys looking at? What are you guys looking at? And I'm not going to sit here and act like Lamar Jackson was some great player last year. No, in terms of what he did statistically, he wasn't the best. In fact, statistically, obviously, compared to his MVP season, it was way down. But that regression was to be expected. You can't expect a player to come back and put up those same MVP numbers. Look at Patrick Mahomes. He had 50 touchdowns during his MVP season. He hasn't come close to that since. It's just what happens. It's something, the regression is there. So obviously, for him to have that many touchdown passes, there was going to be some regression there. He had 36 in his MVP season, 26 this time. And again, I was definitely one to speak on this. Before he ended up contracting the virus, if you really looked at how he played, he was not playing like a great quarterback. He was putting up good numbers. It was really solid numbers. It was really great numbers, both as a passer and as a rusher. Both as a passer and a rusher, he was putting up great numbers, but it wasn't the MVP Lamar Jackson we're used to seeing. We didn't get to see that Lamar until that he came back from the virus in that first game against the Cowboys on Thursday Night Football. That's when Lamar Jackson started looking like Lamar Jackson. And he went on that 5-game stretch to help us get to the postseason. So I'm not sitting there acting like he was some great player. I'm not saying he deserves to be top 20. I'm not going to, you can make the debate, maybe he should. But I again, based on how he performed throughout the entire season, not just those 5 games. If he based off those 5 games, yeah, you can make an argument he deserves to be top 20 because he was playing like MVP Lamar. But throughout the entire season, yeah, you can make an argument he probably shouldn't be in the top 20. But he can't make the top 50? Really? He can't make the top 50 list. Despite the fact that he threw 26 touchdowns to 9 interceptions, led his team to the playoffs, and at the same time, rushed for 1,000 yards again. Look at the production he's given you. Top 20 production in quarterback, which again is not the best. He's actually more top 15 because really he's not 7th in QBR, 12th in touchdown passes, 11th in passer rating, with deep ball accuracy 6th and 5th. He's between 10 and 15. Like, he's not even within, like, the lower 20. He's within the top half. He's really close to top 10, which is why a lot of people are ranking him around the top 10. I still believe Lamar personally is a top 10 quarterback, but a lot of people will say he's probably 12th or 13th on their list. So he's at least considered a top 15 quarterback. How can a guy that's considered a top 15 quarterback not be on the top 50 players list? Because while being that top 15 quarterback, he's giving you top 20 rushing production. Again, 9th in rushing yards, 19th in rushing touchdowns, 13th in rushing yards a game, 1st in rushing yards per attempt. This is a quarterback giving you that. He's giving you top 15 passing numbers and he giving you top 20 rushing numbers at the same time. He made the playoffs, led his team there again, yet he does not deserve to be on a top 50 players list? Really? Dak Prescott deserves to be on that list. There were several other people there that were on that list that I believe probably shouldn't have been on that list. And there was others that were just ranked way too low and others that were ranked too high. But I'm pointing at Dak Prescott because he played 5 games. He played 5 games, yet he deserves to be on the list. We have no idea how the season could have gone for him for the rest of the season. We have no idea. You're just doing this based on the 5 games. So based on his 5 games, he deserves to be there. But based on the entire season Lamar Jackson played, leading his team to the playoffs, none of it matters. He does not deserve to be on that list. And yet you want people to take you guys seriously. No, it just goes to show you don't care about being taken seriously. You don't care about credibility. You don't care about the facts. All you guys care about is putting out controversial takes that will garner people's attention, get clicks, and put more support to you. You guys don't care. You just want the attention. You just want the attention. Well, obviously, we're going to give you the attention because if Ravens flock not just about to sit there and look at this list and be like, yeah, we're going to be quiet. Oh, yeah, Lamar Jackson not a top 50 player. I mean, sure. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. He's not a top 50 player. Because it's not like he's giving you the production that garners him to be a top 50 player. Nah, he's not a top 50 player. What is wrong with you people? Why do y'all do this? Why do y'all do this? Wait a minute. Time out. Didn't you guys rank him like 7th or 8th in your own personal quarterback list? No. Time out. We're doing this right now. Let me get my exact. Let me go look, because I remember PFF, you guys ranked him. You ranked your quarterback list. And I'm pretty sure you had him within the top 10. So if he's within your top 10, How can he not be considered a top 50 player if you guys considered him a top 10 quarterback? How does that make sense? Please explain that to me. Nah, y'all gonna have to check this out. Y'all really gonna have to check this out. Because PFF, now I just tell you guys are playing with everybody just because there's nothing really good to talk about regarding football. Training camp is still a month away, so we're just sitting here trying to buy time because there's nothing else to do. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. You ranked him 7th on your own list. You ranked Lamar Jackson 7th place on your own list. How does that work? How does that work? You ranked him 7th behind Brady. You ranked him 7th behind Brady, but you don't consider him a top 50 player. How the hell does that work? You rank a quarterback 7th in your own damn list, but he's not top 50. How does that work, PFF? How does that work? Please explain how that works. Man, y'all just playing with people. Y'all just playing with people. But you know what? Hey, it makes good entertainment. You gave me something to talk about regarding Lamar Jackson. That's cool. I was going to talk about something else regarding the Ravens, but I can always save that for later. So you definitely gave me something to talk about. So hey, if you guys want to put these controversial takes out, do what you got to do. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It don't matter. With that being said, that's all I got, and I'm out of here. Peace.